In today's episode, we are going to sit down and speak with Jon, who is co-founder of Sun & Co, a co-living space in the south of Spain. Sun & Co is famous around the world for their community. So I want to ask him about this. What is the secret sauce that makes their community so amazing? And also, why is co-living spaces really beneficial for remote workers? So let's dive right in and see what Jon says. Before we get started, we just want to give a shout out to Office R&D, who is our sponsor on today's episode. They are a co-working management software company that helps workspaces around the world deliver better experiences to their customers. They share our values of promoting and championing remote work, and they've been our biggest supporters since day one. Okay, so let's continue. And I'm here with Jon, who is the master, amazing person here at Sun & Co, co-founder of Sun & Co, right?
Yes, yeah.
And I just want to apologize for some of the noise. We're on the back patio, and literally 5 seconds ago, there was no sound here at all. And we just spent all this time setting up. And now, what are they doing, Jon?
They are cutting marble.
He said that
I think it's over.
They're cutting marble. I didn't know that was a thing in Spain. But
sometimes it happens.
It never happens, actually, unless you turn the camera on. So we're just going to roll with it. But I wanted to interview you and just talk more about, we're both community builders here. And how is that for you? Just tell me a little bit about yourself. You're from Spain. You're from Spain, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you been involved with Sun & Co, the co-living space that we're at?
So yeah, I'm originally from the north of Spain, from Bilbao. I've been living in Javea for the past 3.5 years. That's when I came here to help Edu set up this co-living space. And Javea is just such a beautiful city that I discovered because I met Edu, the other co-founder, in a Coworking conference in Valencia.
So you went to a Coworking conference, met the other co-founder, and the guy, Eduardo, said, come down here, help us build this out, and you came down, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I was living in Scotland, in Edinburgh. I was working in a co-working space there. And I met Edu in this conference, and it was kind of funny because we sat in the conference dinner one in front of the other by chance. And we just started talking about the different possibilities that this place had and what we could do together to set up this space. And he proposed me to come. I told him, no, I'm fine in Edinburgh. I'm gonna go traveling later, actually, to Thailand and all of these places. And the day after, I sent him an email. I said, why don't we chat? And
why don't we go check it out, right?
The rest is history.
Oh, nice. So many people say here that Jon and Sienna and the team are the heart of the community. And Jon likes to say that's not true. And we're going to talk about this, right? So I agree that the community needs to be set up in a way where it can be self-sustaining. We should be able, as the community builders, to step out and it still keeps going without us, right? But it's a lot of really hard work to build that up to that point. It's not like you just start and everything's amazing. So what do you guys do here on a practical level to help build the community?
What we do here at Sun & Co to build up the community is we have weekly events. And on these weekly events, we sometimes talk about change skills and do skill shares or do masterminds, and sometimes we do social events. And it's, for me, the beauty of co-living, and it's seeing how other people, let's say there is somebody who knows about Facebook ads and there are other people who are interested in learning about Facebook ads. So how this person prepares a presentation and teach other people how to do Facebook ads in this case. And it's just how somebody who is investing their time, 1 hour or maybe more sometimes when they are preparing the presentation, just to teach people that they recently met, maybe 1 day, 2 days before, and not expecting anything in return, right? And it can be we have a collaboration board here, so we always try to find what people in the house want to learn and what the people in the house can teach. And then the masterminds is also a similar format, but when somebody has a challenge that it's facing and that person wants to face that problem, and we get all together in the house and we try to kind of help that person to solve this problem. Again, beautiful to see how people that recently know each other, get together and spend 1 hour of their time, and at the end it's like 8 people, for example, 1 hour, so it's 8 hours in total of people's attention just to help this person to solve this problem that that person has. And then we have like also social events, and it can be cooking together, it can be tapas night, it can be surfing. And for us, it's really important that all of the events are led by them. So all of each guest leads different events. It's not mandatory, but for me, it's like one of the really important things that happen here, because when you give not expecting anything in return, I think it's when this beauty happens. And we also believe that if you want to become part of a tribe, you need to contribute. So
Yeah.
it happens here.
So just so you guys see, no, he said that as much as possible, they try and have the community members, the guests here, lead the actual events so that they can contribute. Like you said, what was it? You contribute without expecting anything in return.
Exactly.
Right? And that's what you feel is what builds community.
Yeah, that's one of the important things, you know, like obviously like in every co-living space, in every co-working space, the hosts are also an important part. And it's obviously the way that one host have, like their personality, it's gonna affect the rest of the atmosphere. And for me, it's essential, like it's really important. And like a host, it's very important. We are here like almost every day, like from 10 to 10 more or less. But it's true that me as a Jon, I feel a very important part, and Sienna feels a very important part, and Sylvia feels a very important part. But that doesn't mean that we cannot be replaced, because there are other people, I think, in the world that can do this job as well in a really, really, really amazing way. Obviously, the vibe can change because, as I said, like personalities of hosts are like very important part of the house.
And I just need to put a plug in here that like around the world, Sun & Co is famous because of the community here. Because like the town itself, at least in the winter months and spring months, the town itself is a little bit quiet because it's a summer beach town and everything. But people come here for this space specifically. And I know you say that you can be replaced and all this stuff, but I don't really believe you. So there's that aspect. But I want to go a little bit deeper here. Like this is stuff that we talk about when the cameras aren't on, but like what are some obstacles that you have being a host? You know, like we talk about burnout, difficult members, just in general, like what are some of the hard things about being a host and like hosting a community?
So let me think. You need to be available 24/7, and the relationship is like you come here every day and it's very social, everything, and you are talking to people all the time. So it's also good. My recommendation would be like not to live in the same place you work. Having your own apartment. In my case, for example, I live by myself, and I love coming here every day, and I love talking to people, and I love meeting new people. But I also like having my own space where I can just relax and stay at home. Another thing that could be difficult, obviously, you need to be somebody extrovert, and you need to also like kind of be inclusive. So try to make everyone feel comfortable, and try to make everyone inclusive, and pay attention to everything that's happening in the house. Let's say, for example, there are some of your guests like having a glass of wine, and there are 4 glasses and 5 people. Like I think it's important like to anticipate that, and you can just put an extra glass there. Or if you feel that somebody is not comfortable while that person is working, offering that person the solution to be more comfortable. It's just before your guest tells you that they need something, if you anticipate, they appreciate a lot and they value that a lot.
Okay, so one thing we were talking about before the camera went on was the things that you really enjoy about hosting. You know, those like aha moments that people have, seeing just the amount of growth that someone like Osher, one of the guests here, comes in, you see him grow through interacting with people, through going through the skill shares. How is that for you to see that?
It's like for me, it's my daily life. But for people who come here, this is like, and I honestly, it is like the experience they will have. Like they will never forget this experience.
It's like life changing.
It's like for most of the people, or for a lot of people, it is. For other people, it might not, but for a lot of people, it is. And it's 20 days of a new experience that they never had before, with people that are always open to talk about anything. And And it's true that it's hard to find places like this. I not mean like places like Sun and Co only, but a place where everybody who comes here feels safe. And I always think that when you feel safe and when you feel at home, you open yourself to talk about things that matter. So then you start seeing people talk about fear, you start seeing people talking about love, and there is no judgment. So and there is an understanding that everybody comes from a different path. You see sometimes even people here talking about stuff that they don't even talk with their friends or with their best friends. And when they start talking about fear, they start talking about love, is I think when you connect a lot more with the people next, with the person next to you, and also where you grow also. And I think also like professional growth is sometimes very related to personal growth.
For sure, yeah.
Most of the people who come here, either they're entrepreneurs or freelancers, or they work remotely for another company, but they are also traveling and moving from one place to the other. So most of the time, your personal happiness is going to affect your professional happiness. And also, when you know somebody on a personal level, is easier and it's going to be like a lot faster to start working also on a professional level, because we all work with people we like. We don't work with people we don't like, even though like these people are super clever or have a lot of money or whatever, you know. So yes, like it's.
But how is it for you to see that? I know you said like sometimes it's normal life, but like you were saying, like when you finish the masterminds and you can tell that it really helps someone and they're able to get like that aha moment. How is that for you when you see that?
So for me, it's like a mastermind starts. One person has a problem, different people start like telling that person different ideas and topping up one idea above the other. And finally, that person takes the conclusion is absolutely different from what the idea he had of from what this person thought that the problem was. For me, that's like it's like that's for me like the thing. It's like I don't know, like seeing this person having one problem and having a solution to this problem in just 1 hour because other people help that person not expecting anything in return. And it's even better when because sometimes like when you think you have a problem, you don't really know where does it come from. And when that comes from really deep and you kind of understand why this problem was happening, and sometimes it's personal related, it's like for me it's like seeing this person change so fast and grow so fast and learn so much in just 1 hour because 8 more people has just helped this person. It's for me, this is it. Like I love seeing how these people react and change and grow in such a short time, and that's what happens here. This is 1 hour. It's a little bit extreme, but honestly, like if you compare the experience here and the evolution here of such a short time compared to I don't know anywhere else, it's fascinating, you know. And also,
wait. So, did you think that this is what co-living is to you? I mean, everyone like has these crazy different definitions of co-living, but for you, is that what it is? Like living with someone, personal growth, professional growth, everything smashed together?
Yes, it is like that. It's like that. Like for me, it's a place where people grow personally and professionally, and also and we facilitate that happen. The house and the space it also helps, and then apart from that, I will say like, because we live in a town and because we live in Javea and because we live in a town that most of the year is sunny, and we also try to kind of encourage people to have like a better quality life and encourage people to make people aware that if you work smarter, you live better, and then the beach is right close from here and you don't have to commute, and I don't know, the Spanish style, the Mediterranean lifestyle. That's all what we try to share. But yes.
Okay, so one thing I need to ask you is please rap something for me.
No.
So Jon loves rap battles, and I need you to do this. Just give me one line, please.
I rap battle. I don't rap battle. I love rap battles in Spanish.
So do me something in Spanish. Come on.
No, I can't do it in English.
Come on.
Estoy aquí con Brittnee Bon y la tía es un bombón.
Give me a high five. That was awesome. Thank you. Okay, guys, this is Jon, Sun & Co, the man, and thank you for letting me interview you.
My pleasure. I don't know if I love the rap battle. My friends are gonna love this for sure.
I loved it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you for having us here this week.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. That was awesome. I loved speaking to Jon about building community. And one thing I really realized was that nothing can compete with genuinely caring for your members. So Jon and Sienna and everyone else who's built this space, they've really created a way for the community members to give back to each other and build those connections, both personally and professionally. And this is really great if you're a remote worker, because you can enhance your business and also your personal life from being in a co-living space that's set up in this way. So if you liked the interview, hit like at the bottom of the screen, hit us up with some comments or questions if you have them, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate your support. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Yo.